Hi friends, it's time for a tarot reading. I'm going to be using this tarot deck today and a spread from their thing. It's just a regular 3-card spread, but it's about a trip. So think of a trip. You know, we're coming into spring, summer. People probably have some trips planned. Think of a trip coming up, and then this reading will be about that trip. It's going to be what you need to know before the trip, what you need to know during the trip, and what you need to know after the trip. Okay, so let's find out. How's everybody doing? I'm doing well. I bought a bunch of plants. I had like spring fever, I guess, and bought a bunch of houseplants. Killed one, and one is on its way out, but the rest are still alive, so I'm very happy about that. Okay, let's see. Where should we stop? Okay, and we've got the 10 of Swords, the 7 of Wands, and the Wheel of Fortune. Ooh, okay, all right. So, like I said, for the first one is what do you need to know before your trip? So packing, prepping, planning, and we've got the 10 of Swords. They call it blades in this deck, but it's the 10 of Swords. So the 10 of Swords is usually it's about something that didn't go, like letting go and moving on of something, like, you know, that really didn't go well, like kind of closing out a chapter, sort of, and letting go of the anxieties and the pain and anything else that is associated with that past or that event. So maybe, you know, I'm getting the feeling like maybe you had a trip that didn't go so well in the past and you're like nervous about making this trip go well, and so as you're planning and packing, maybe you're sort of worst case scenarioing everything. And so this is kind of an invitation to like let go of old baggage and start fresh. So like view this trip that you're planning with fresh eyes, right? Not with old, you know, not the old you or the, you know, old baggage, but with fresh eyes, with a new look, and then plan that way. Okay, and then what do you need to know? What is going to happen during your trip? So obstacles, adventures, success. And we got the 7 of Wands. They call it sticks in this deck, but it's 7 of Wands. And the 7 of Wands is about kind of like fighting for what you want and kind of proving yourself. Like maybe people are watching to see what you do and you kind of have to prove, like you feel like you have to prove yourself. Whether you do or not is different, but it's definitely kind of about like sticking up for yourself and working hard at something. So I would imagine with this card in this position that during this trip you're either one gonna have to stand up for yourself. So like maybe you're going with a group and they all want to do something, but you want to do something different. Like you're gonna have to say like, no, I'm gonna do this other thing, and kind of be like brave, and like even if you're the only person who's gonna go do it, right? Don't be afraid to be alone, and do what you need to do what you want. Or also kind of like, you know, sometimes if we're with a partner or a group, we sort of just go along with what everyone else wants, even if it's not what we want. And this card is saying like, don't do that. Like stand up for yourself and say what you want. Like, no, I don't want to eat Chinese food tonight. I want to eat, you know, whatever it is. And then also, you could have to, I could also interpret this a little bit in terms of like adventure and travel and stuff, is you might have to like overcome a, and it kind of ties in with this of like leaving behind like old baggage. You might have to overcome like a fear that you have, or part of the trip or journey might feel a little scary or hard, and you're gonna have to like work for it. But ultimately it'll be, especially in conjunction with this card, it'll be worth it to work through that that fear or that stressful moment, or and kind of like choose a different path that you wouldn't have chosen in the past. Cool, exciting. And then sounds like a real like growing kind of trip. It kind of sounds exciting. And then how are you going to feel after your trip? Lessons learned, emotions, ideas for next time. And we got the Wheel of Fortune. So the Wheel of Fortune is definitely like a karmic, kind of a karma card, like it was meant to happen. It seems like this trip maybe is fated in some way, is karmic in some way, is key to your development forward in some way. It just seemed, I mean, just by these two cards alone, it seems like that, you know, because you're letting go of the past and you're going to have to overcome something challenging and stick up for yourself. It was a karmic journey that you had to go through, and it's going to serve you well in the future. So you're going to want to reflect on the journey, on what happened, how you handled it, and what you enjoyed, what you might do different next time. And know that you, even though this was karmic, maybe fated, you ultimately have the control, because like the Wheel of Fortune is spinning, but you get to decide like where on the wheel you jump and like where you push it to go, right? So you are in charge of your destiny. I kind of see this as that type of card. It's also a positive card, can be positive, like a good luck, you know, if you decide to push the wheel yourself instead of letting the wheel spin you around, right? So yeah, sounds exciting. Sounds like an important trip for your growth, and something that you're going to reflect on and take those lessons learned moving forward. All right, good luck.